Yeah, we in the building. Mi gente, my people. Word up. Yeah, give me time to get into the chat room. Salute to my man Supreme in the building. What's up, Supreme? I'm OP in the building. I see you. Rock Logic's in the house. And I'm not engineering today, by the way. I got a special guest engineer. Rocco gets to chill. All right, did you, Claudia, did you get the notification? Okay, so we sharing. Make sure you share. Because it's going down. My man Supreme's like, wow, really? Yeah, really? Yeah, I'm in the building. We're doing some stuff. Special guest engineer. Are you ready to hit the button? All right, don't forget to hit my intro music. Let's go to work. All right, let's go to work, y'all. All right, so what you're checking out right now is Mi Gente, My People, with your host, Claudia Perez, in the building, and we got a lot to talk about today. There's a whole lot talking about. It's a little different for me sitting on this side right here. It's a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to being on the main microphone, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, it's sort of strange for me to be over here. But there's a big event happening tomorrow, and part of the premise of the show is actually to talk about that event that's coming up tomorrow. We're going to get into that. That's going to be crazy. Crack Claudia's mic. I can't hear Claudia.
Check.
She said, ah.
Yeah.
We got Claudia popping right now.
Hey.
What in the world did you got this boy doing?
Listen.
Hit the claps, boy. There you go. All right. So, Claudia, what's going on? I want to hear what's happening. I know you got a big week, and you know you got a lot of things going on. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't think he was gonna make the show today.
Listen, I'm gonna come out for my people all the time, mi gente. All the time, I'm gonna be out here.
I mean, I just felt like it's ringing a little bit, but that's because everyone's turned up. But I just felt like, and I don't think we need your microphone. All right, and we don't need. There we go. All we need is 2 and 4. That's all we need.
That's rock being instructional.
Listen, you got to teach the youth. You got to teach the youth, man. You know, You can't do this thing every day. You know, the maestro.
Maestro.
That's it.
Right.
So, What's going on this week? What's happening with you?
Listen, this has been a crazy week, y'all. Elections are over. Some of the results, we're still waiting to hear them. I'm very excited that it is over. I'm glad that most of the people, came back out, picked up that literature. The blueprint for change in NYCHA has been halted, y'all, but we must still keep the fight going. There's been a couple of rallies. I went to 2 rallies this week. Shout out to y'all. I met some amazing people. I met this young lady.
I got to get them going with the, sound effects. When she says something dope, hit the clap button. When she says something,
didn't think it was dope.
No, look.
He letting me know, like,
oh,
step
what?
it up.
You didn't think it was dope?
Hey, that was dope.
All right, don't get no problems here on the show. First day. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. All right.
There we go.
I'm getting him associated. And then when it's super hot, you like this. All right? And then occasionally, if you don't like the gas, you can be like,
The fuck are you doing?
got it? Okay, there you go. All right, I had to show him the sound effects.
Ooh, yeah, I like that one though. Y'all hate that one from me. Oh, see, y'all know how to get me excited. Oh man, but welcome and thank you everybody for tuning in to me, Gente, my people. Oh. You see what happened when I get a rookie?
Ow.
Yes, but listen.
But not now.
It's
There you go.
good. It's good. It's good. He's trying.
So what you got going? What's happening this week?
Listen, tomorrow, y'all know to come out to Washington houses. Y'all better stop acting like y'all don't know. We have the youth march going on. The young ones are coming with us to do that march. We bringing the people back to Washington houses, NYCHA.
All right. He's getting the swing of it. Okay.
That's right. You have to stand up, and enough is enough. No violence. We are standing up to domestic violence, there has been an uptick in domestic violence throughout the pandemic. Now we're post-pandemic, and we have to address that. It is not right for you to put your hands on anyone. And domestic violence just does not mean physical abuse. It means mental abuse, verbal abuse. It's multiple things that a person can do that is abusive, and you would think that it's regular behavior. That's what we're standing up against. We're also taking a stand against this gun violence, especially right before the summer season is coming in. Yesterday was the last day of school for public school, y'all. Summer's official. When you had that last day, man. I remember when I was younger, and that last day of school was it for me. You couldn't even wait for that school bell to ring. So shout out to all the graduates. That's what I must say. It was multiple graduations this week, last week, within this whole month.
Didn't you have your own graduation you went to? Someone graduated, right? Didn't you?
Absolutely. My nana.
Yeah.
Shout out to Imarje Chichi Perez. That's my heart, mi corazón. She holds me down, man. And I really wouldn't be here today without her. She's the last of my 4 children, but she has been through so much adversity, and she's literally my hero. And she'll be out there tomorrow. I also have some people from Tennessee, some kids that came out just for the show. They came out just to do the march. We have people from Tennessee. You have people from out of state coming. I'm excited. It's gonna be a big day for all of you who don't know, or you acting like you don't know. I'm gonna tell you one more time. We are marching tomorrow, June 27th, Sunday. We're gonna start that march at 125th Street and 2nd Avenue, and come out and join us. Come out and take that stand. Come out and say that you appreciate these children for taking a stand. And that's what I'm telling you guys to come out for the youth. And when I say youth, I'm not just talking about the babies in the Pampers and the 2 and the 3-year-olds and the grade schools. I'm talking about my hood. is coming out. And I'm just so excited because, listen, the youth in Washington houses, they are my everything. They are my everything. And I just want to say thank y'all. And I'm looking forward to coming out with y'all tomorrow. We're going to have some MC battles, y'all. We taking it back old school. Yes.
I heard you got some microphones. Did you get some microphones?
Oh, the system. Come on, Rock. You got to understand what's going on. We got some major announcements also happening because of my buddy over here inspiring me. We have like one of the baddest systems out there. And I challenge any development. I'm challenging y'all. Like my sound system, y'all. Listen, y'all gonna hear me.
Yeah.
Y'all definitely better look out. Cause
you're gonna hear that music all the way to Jefferson. You're gonna hear it all the way across Central Park.
There you go. So y'all don't even have to wonder where it's gonna be, how it's gonna be, because I'm marching with the kids. We have a great welcome and home party that's gonna be waiting for us once we get there, and the festivities are gonna begin. You know, we're gonna have our podcasting studio being built right now at Washington Houses. We're gonna give our kids the opportunity to do this right here of what we doing. We have our DJ equipment coming to go with my booming sound system. Like I said, I'm challenging all of y'all. Like, who got the best? I know I got the best right now.
Come on.
Come with it.
We reckless right now. Hit the button.
Absolutely.
So tomorrow, where's the march start tomorrow?
The march is at 125th Street and 2nd Avenue. It's a mile and a quarter, 1.25 miles. So all of y'all who can't walk it and not understand, I need y'all to be there at the hub, which is home base, Washington Houses grounds. That's where the music will be and the festivities. We have tabling going on, and of course, to date, Washington Houses has been one of the only developments that I know of, and if I stand corrected, let me know. We have had continuous voters registration. It's not over, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? So we going to continue to get our voters registered. Because you know what? When y'all come into our neighborhoods, I know all of mines is registered. I know my youth. And I go out there, I fill out the cards with them, and I mail them for them. I don't let them take that card from that table. They fill it out right there. And this has been going on for 6 years, y'all. So what we're doing right now is our 6-year anniversary, and shout out to my district leader, Washington Houses, Harry Rodriguez. You my boy, I love you. I just needed to say that. You understand?
Was he up for election?
Yes, he was, and he did
pulled through.
He pulled through. Let me tell you something. He pulled through, and I'm proud of him. And you know what I'm saying? It was a real battle.
Oh, we got a question. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yes, Supreme. I'm DJing tomorrow. Absolutely.
Absolutely, Rock Logic. Come on.
He's like, Rocco, you DJing? Yeah, I'm DJing tomorrow.
Yeah, baby. Look, we doing big things. Anything that I touch is not little, so I have to sprinkle a little something on it. So yes, we gonna have Mr. Rock Logic, y'all, as our mix master, our DJ. Okay, not only the DJ, he's one of our master of ceremonies.
Yeah, I'm rocking mic. Yeah, I'm MCing.
Look at that. Listen, that's what this is about. Rock, and I'm really appreciating how it's all coming together, because when I started this, and I don't even realize how many shows, but I know that I'm here and I have to be here on Saturdays, and that's what I'm trying to be, is consistent and give this information like I've been doing. But the things that are coming out of this, friendship, I would call it a friendship, you like my right hand. I would definitely say, expect big things from us. This is we together for the long haul. And we gonna work. We gonna put that work not only in right now. We based in Washington Houses, but if you want us there, hit us up. Let us know. Let's have a conversation. This is open to everybody. It's not just my development. Anybody who is in NYCHA. And I just want to say it's a big shout out for the blueprint being halted, y'all.
Everybody did that.
Yes. And like I
that was
said
a contribution.
before,
You know, everyone contributed to that, to the
Yes.
demise of the blueprint, or at least pausing it. You know what I'm saying? There was
we didn't. It's not over.
Yeah, at least pausing it.
Guess what? But I tell you one thing. What we have to realize is that those assembly seats are up next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see like some real work put in. I want to make sure that we have the people in there that are making the right decisions for us in NYCHA. And what I want to say for all of you who are out there and under RAD, please bear with us. I just need y'all to understand that when they came to us with these conversions and a lot of this other things, you know, that are leading to displacement from our homes and stuff, we didn't know what to do, but we are getting it. And I need y'all to understand that we are coming back for y'all. We understand that it's harsh, and we know that we should have been on top of it a lot better, because a lot of us are out there in the streets and we speak in the facts, right? But we need to be more at the table as well. So when Rock said that it was a collaborative effort in halting that blueprint, it definitely was. We definitely halted it, but it is not over. They are coming for us. And I need y'all to understand more than ever that this will lead to the destruction of Section 9 public housing. And that's what we fighting for. Section 9 public housing. Section 8, yes, it is public housing, but it's not for us. It's not a one-size-fits-all package. A lot of us need to start looking into resident management corporations. And when I say resident management corporations, and I need y'all who are under Bundle 3, which is a lot of Brooklyn developments and a lot of other developments from Queens, I need y'all to understand when they come with this bundle that's being transferred, when they come for it, what you need to say is, you want resident management. And if it is past the point of that, because sometimes, most of the times, it is past the point of that, y'all need to understand that you need to pick your resident management corporation. Don't let them tell you who is going to manage you. Don't let them do it. Don't let them tell you who's going to manage your development. You have rights under Section 9 before that conversion goes through to choose your own resident management corporation. Don't let them railroad you. And for those who don't have many options, and I'm going to explain to you why there aren't many options, because there aren't any real resident management corporations around that are better than NYCHA. Most of them that they're transferring you over to has way higher eviction rates than NYCHA. They are worse landlords. They are worse than NYCHA. So you need to understand that. You're crying now. We're suffering now. You selling yourself out for bathrooms and kitchen makeovers. They are not going behind the walls. And when they say that they are going behind the walls, they are not doing the entire lines throughout the building. They are taking individual apartments and doing the same patchwork that NYCHA has been doing. So in 5 years from now, you're going to be back at the same place. And under the blueprint, you need to understand they're going to be borrowing money to fix us up. So guess what? Suppose they just get tired and want to walk away. We are left with the debt. We are left with that debt. So understand now, you are in the fight for your lives. What I am doing right now, and I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, is that I am incorporating myself as a resident council. My incorporation is almost over. I'm waiting for my paperwork to come back. I'm going to bring a person that helped me so that they can explain to you guys exactly what that means with incorporation, what it brings, what it entails, and how it works for a resident council, tenants association, residents association. We have acronyms because you could say TA, RA, RC, just like NYCHA. We need to stop following that behavior.
I think so. And I'm just looking in the chat room. Can I get some camera time? Do you mind? Bro? Bro, you just kept it all on Claudia the whole time. You're like, Rocco's not even here. People in the chat room. My man Supreme says Brownsville housing is the worst. He says that about me.
Listen, I know about the Bville. I know about out there, and I'm telling you that they going for y'all. Since you out in Brownsville.
Are they doing rad out there?
Absolutely. They have the whole slate over there. They have the whole slate over there.
Oh, yeah.
Under for rad. You understand? They coming for all of them. Why? Because that is now prime real estate, and he can also relate to the point of all those high rises that just came up over there. The only high rises that used to be over there was Starvette City.
Right.
Now you have multiple high rises over there. You have multiple homes that are being built over there, and that's not being built for us. Mm-hmm. It's not being built for us. It's not being built by us. So guess what? It's not us, period. And it is displacement at its best. It's bad enough, especially, I'm going to talk about Brownsville because you on the line right now, right? Growing up, I grew up in East New York. I was over there by, I took the 3 to the last stop. I was over there by New Lots Ave. And I know growing up over there, right? That was like a desolated area.
Yeah.
It was nothing. You don't have no stores. The only places you could go shopping was either on Pennsylvania Avenue or Pitkin Avenue, or maybe Van Sicklen, depending on what you needed, but not for clothes or anything. There were barely any supermarkets out there. Everybody traveled to the Pathmark. But if you look at it, they closed the Pathmark. They put that mall back there by Starvette City that does nothing for our community. You understand what I'm saying? Mm. And that is money coming into the community. So they're taking that and reinvesting with these bankers to build up all over there. And then they want to push us out. But good luck with that, because I will say something like this. All that area by the BQE, all back there by East New York, that is swampland, and we all know that it's swampland, okay?
Sure, yeah.
And all those homes are sinking. Okay, because we're going to talk about the Nehemiah houses, remember?
Sure.
Those are the Nehemiah houses that are all populated in Brownsville, East New York, all back there, because that's where they built. It was nothing there.
Okay.
So once they built it and they realized that it was for low people who were able to buy a house but needed that extra support, that's how Nehemiah homes were. So that would be a good thing to look at when we're transitioning those particular NYCHA residents who are paying $3,000 in rent, or even the $2,500 in rent. Anything over $1,200, those people should be offered those type of opportunities. And that is a form of public housing, but it's public housing to ownership. So you get what so you can follow what I'm saying with
is it to ownership like own a home, or is it to own the apartment you live in?
No. What I'm we're talking about the Nehemiah homes.
Okay.
That model right there, and I know NYCHA has it, let's just say they owned it like outright, right? Yeah. So you figure when you moving people in from out of the developments into these homes, I'm talking about home ownership as in a home, not a condo or something. So what I'm saying is,
it's got a little land around it.
There you go. You got a front yard, a backyard, your neighbor's still next to you, but your rent could be the mortgage. So basically, you going into a mortgage loan. You're not even a loan, but you're paying, instead of your rent, you're paying the mortgage.
Right.
And you're going to own your home. You understand? So we can look into a system like that. One of the other things that we're looking into as well, when we say home ownership and resident management, People need to understand that when you say resident management, it is something that NYCHA has to take seriously. But you have to be a resident, you have to be incorporated as a resident council before you even write a letter stating that you want resident management. So after you do your incorporation process, you have to have a total of 4 meetings.
So wait, let's go step 1.
That's step
I
1.
want to start step 1. I want to become resident management, right? So what is the very first step?
First step, as a resident council,
Yes.
you get incorporated.
So I need to go see an accountant or somebody and become an S corporation or an LLC
you're a 501c3.
So a
nonprofit organization.
Okay. That's I wanted to get clear. Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to become incorporated as a nonprofit organization, 501(c)(3). Okay. Good. Okay. So then I do that.
Once you do that, you have to engage your residents.
What do you mean?
So when I say engage your residents, you have to put a letter under every single resident's door. So basically, once I'm incorporated, I'm going to go and put a letter under all 1,518 apartment doors. And in that letter, it's going to be stating that I want to pursue, we would like to pursue resident management, and we want to educate the residents on it. So after that, you have a series of meetings educating them on it, right? So finally, you come for a resident management meeting, and that's what it will be. Now, you have to get 51% of your development to agree to the resident management being formed.
Okay. So now the tenants are now involved in the process.
Absolutely.
Of this
They
voting
have to be.
process.
You
Okay.
cannot
right.
move forward without them.
Okay.
So you have to engage your residents. You have to inform them. You have to make sure that they understand what it is that they're trying to pursue, what it is that they're getting themselves into. You understand? So once you get that 51%, that's when you write your letter.
And what does the letter have to state?
The letter has to state that you, as a resident council, you are inquiring about becoming a resident management corporation, that you should have a plan of what resident management looks to you. And when I say resident management, y'all have to understand, it's not taking over the entire development at one time. That's impossible. And if anybody tells you that that's what's going to happen, they're lying to you, and it's just it's an impossible thing, right? So basically, while you're doing this, trying to get this 51%, you are vetting your residents, because now you need to understand what qualities and what resources lie within your own community. I'm pretty sure in every development you got an accountant, you have a paralegal, you have grant writers, you have all of these things, and you need to start taking tally of what you have. Once you do that, then you can look at it realistically. And when you're writing this letter for resident management, point an example. Right now, all NYCHA resident councils, we could take over the landscaping and the cleaning of the buildings. That's resident management.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask you, right?
Yeah, that's
as if I'm a tenant, right? Mm-hmm. Convince me. What would you say to convince me to go, I'm going to give you my vote to do this resident management?
Do you want better in your household? Point blank and simple. Are you tired of living under NYCHA and not getting a response and being disrespected?
Okay. All right. So how would the resident management be different?
It would be totally different because you're hiring residents within your own community. Okay? These are the people that are going to be into the buildings So
you mean Ms. Jones in 12C?
There you go.
Mr. Davis in 3 B is now working
at their own development. So basically, and then also under resident management, you would have your own super there that lives on the ground. So you have access to 1 or 2 supers 24 hours a day.
And he is, and he answers to you.
Absolutely.
Directly to the resident manager.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So now these other people, right? So, Mr. Davis in 3B, is he getting a check from resident management for working for resident management?
Absolutely. If he putting in work, he's gonna get money.
So it's like,
because that's the point of empowerment. That's what we're doing. We're doing empowerment. Even the simplest job, you understand? It's empowering. Because guess what? If I know so and so is cleaning my building and he live over there and he bust his behind to make sure that it's clean, I'm not gonna mess it up because I know he's right there. He gonna know who did it.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So then we start. That's a matter of checks and balances. Okay, so you do that for possibly maybe 2 years. You take over just cleaning up the buildings, right? So.
As resident management. You are now responsible and so
just for
cleaning up the buildings.
Just for cleaning of the buildings and landscaping.
Okay.
And that's easy. That is real easy. That is something we can accomplish right now.
Yes, Elijah.
Yes, sir.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Is something wrong? I can't hear you.
All right.
There you go.
Just to throw my 2 cents in. That's actually really interesting because then you're going to rely less on the public systems like sanitation and everything. It's going to become a more closed circuit system and a more closed circuit community where the residents are taking control of their buildings. Like you said, the residents are less reliant on the system, which can create more room for growth and jobs within your own communities, not relying on other people and
self-sufficiency.
And that'll give more people
put some spec on it, baby.
That'll give more residents confidence to take it up to outside management, mayoral, the political scene. Give them more confidence to hold them liable for what they could have done.
Absolutely. That's just like these elections. We elected some of those people back in there, but getting back to
because that's still you got to sell me on this.
Yes.
So far, I like what's going on. So you're saying we can take. So can we end up like managing the whole thing?
Eventually,
ourselves?
And guess who's your teacher?
Oh,
NYCHA. So says it in the HUD regulations. Because once you go through the process and you put that letter in, guess what? They have to acknowledge you. They have to take a serious look at you. And if you're coming with something just as simple as cleaning, guess what? All that HUD money that's coming in just for that particular part, guess who gets access to it? The Resident Management Corporation.
Okay.
So we cutting out the middleman.
right.
You get what I mean?
Which means now you've hired a cleaner. Okay.
No,
Cleaners.
we don't even have to hire cleaners. What we're going to do, like I said, you vetting your residents while you going through this process.
Pay your residents for the job they're doing.
Exactly.
Because you might have, okay, so you have people that are in NYCHA.
No, not only that. Listen
she's
to what I'm
completely cutting out the
saying.
middle.
Listen what I'm saying. First and foremost, as a resident council, once you're incorporated, you can hire a consultant to come in and do your trainings for you so that you can meet those qualifications. So guess what? We operating as a resident council, right? And then so you covering the training.
Right.
So once you get the training, it's time for you to put them in the buildings. You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's now not just the regular. I'm giving you training and I have your job waiting for you. How many NYCHA developments don't we have? We could take the smaller ones, and this is what I'm saying about the RAD, right? Let me tell y'all something. After 3 to 5 years, y'all can choose to change your resident management corporation. Guess what? In 3 to 5 years, when I'm a resident management corporation and you see the work that I'm doing, you can request me. And that's us reversing that cycle.
Right, I got you.
We got our guest here today.
You're a special guest. Hold on. Don't worry. You can't sit down. Hold on. Wait. Don't. Switch the camera. You can't just let him just walk on like that. We run a respectable operation here, buddy. All right. Come on in now. Come on in. We've been waiting for you, buddy.
Hello.
Word up. All right. Let him get some headphones on.
We got that.
All right. Let him get hooked up.
But as I was saying, that's self-sufficiency.
Oh, wait, hold on.
That is.
I'm going to give you these.
We got real self-sufficiency going on once you do that. You know, the people, guess what? You start taking more pride in your work because you're working within your own community. You don't have to pay car fare. Guess what? Because you work in your own development. You're going to take pride in what you have. You're going to take pride in getting money the right way.
Right. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. It's you.
It's just me.
It's like right at the door. It's you. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. You want to switch over, Claudia?
Absolutely. I got my buddy next to me. I'm going to let him introduce himself. How you doing today?
Sorry I'm late. My name is Q Williams, singer-songwriter from Brooklyn.
That's right.
I've been doing that for a while, acting and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Activist now. I appreciate you for having me.
No problem.
Again, sorry that I'm
We're
late.
going to get this.
Oh, that's you. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, don't do this. Because now you're turning to him, and you're putting the headphones into the microphone.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, so there you go.
These are good mics.
Yeah.
You ain't got to see it. What's happening?
There you go.
There you
All right, there you go.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I'm new on the thing, so I just came to see what y'all was doing.
I want to hear about you. I want to know what you're doing. First and foremost, you say you were singer-songwriter, like it's nothing, actor. I want to hear about that. What got you into that?
Well, singing, actually, to be very honest, I started singing because my grandmother enjoyed it. Like I grew up with my grandparents. So my grandmother and grandfather, my grandfather was a DJ and my grandmother did music. So when she would be around the house and things like that, he would play the music. He would play it. You?
Yeah, don't worry. Keep going.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he would play it and she would love it. So since I was a little boy, I would see that and I just wanted to do it. Like it just made her smile. Okay. I just wanted to make her smile, so I started doing like that. All right, that was a young age. But then when I got older, girls came and play. The girls come and play, now you gotta get the Scooby Dooby Doo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We're no longer doing the regular stuff. We're doing Scooby Dooby Doos. But other than that, like I said, I've just been doing, I've been singing and songwriting for about 20 years now. I've gotten on some major things. I've opened up for some great people. Delphonics, Stylistics, The Whispers. I did...
He sings soul, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay, hold on. You ain't rapping no trap music. No. Opening up for the Stylistics.
No, sir. No, so I was bred properly.
Yeah, that's nice.
I was bred properly, yeah. So I did that for a while. I went on tour with Greg Hill of the Delphonic Review. I went on tour with him for a while. I just been putting out music and just continuing to do what I do. But now I'm acting now. I'm part of this web series.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called...
Shout it out. Let's go.
It's called Borough Connections. Shout out my homeboy Stucco Bay. It's Borough Connections, about 5 detectives who... I play a detective from the Bronx. Okay. What we're doing is we decided to come together in our community.
That was me. Sorry.
Come together in our community. And, we didn't like the way... we didn't like the way we were seeing. So we're now robbing drug dealers and corruption. We're doing all of that to build up things in our own communities. So for me... What I do what I'm doing so that I can build a community for the youth center. Gotcha. So I want to do that. That's what I want to build in a community, youth center. So I'm getting, the money's free. You might as well take it.
Yeah.
I mean, my question is, who you gonna tell? I'm just asking. If I run down on you with the badge on, who you gonna call?
Right.
How they say you dial the CCR.
You feel me? It's going down, and it's a good plot because a friend of mine, his name is Stucco.
His name is what?
Stucco Bay.
Oh, Stucco. Okay, all right, cool.
His name is Stucco Bay.
All right, cool.
He's been doing movies and things for a long time. Okay. Yeah, it's been a long time running, and
nice.
We're looking at Netflix. We're looking at Roku. Like we're getting it together. Okay. I'm part of another series called Started from Scratch. That's my homeboy Shaq. They're doing that over there. They got this season's out now. Look it up. It's called Started from Scratch.
Okay. So that's on Netflix now.
That's on YouTube now.
On YouTube.
That's on YouTube.
Okay.
So
what's the channel?
Starting from Scratch. It's on YouTube.
Literally, and that's the channel. Like Start from Scratch.
Yes,
okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Starting
from Scratch.
That's not on Netflix.
Nah.
No, it's not. I've seen this somewhere.
Yeah. But this is good too. This is a good vibe.
No. I think I've heard about that. What you're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
Starting from Scratch. So we doing that.
Maybe Robin told me about it.
I just been moving and grooving. moving with that. Yeah, I'm putting a book together.
So your book, what we got on this book?
It's called War.
And come closer to the mic.
It's called War. The book is called War.
There you go.
Worthy and Responsible.
Okay.
So
I like that.
Yeah, so that's
Worthy
what we're.
and responsible.
Word.
Yeah, you know what I mean, so we're doing that.
That's
you know
dope.
what I mean?
That's why I had to bring you here. You got so many things going on. It's been
Worthy and responsible.
Yeah. So we've been doing some wonderful things lately. I just been really quiet about things because if you say too much, people will give you everything that you're not. They'll tell you everything that you can't do because they can't do it. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So I kind of so I'm very careful with that, very cautious with that.
You have to be because they'll have an opinion about something, right? And and I don't even think it comes from an evil standpoint versus what you just said.
Right.
It's something that they can't do, and in their mind they think it's monumental.
Right.
So they tell you they're kind of putting their thing on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying about? Well, you can't do it because of this. You can't do it because of that. No.
Like, I didn't tell nobody about this podcast coming on here. So what I'm gonna do is when I drop it on my stuff, like when we get, I'm gonna drop it. I'm like, yo, cute. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is I've learned that people will discourage you and then encourage you.
Right.
But by that time, it's over with. Like,
it's already done.
Like, you can't do that, but I knew you could do it though.
Yeah.
Right.
You couldn't do it. Sorry, you couldn't do it, but I knew you could do it though.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I know.
Well, they encourage you after you've done it.
After you've done it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I knew you could do it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I got this passage.
I love when they say impossible.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's impossible because if you actually break down the word impossible,
it's impossible.
It's I'm possible.
I am.
I'm possible.
Oh yeah. I am possible.
I am possible.
Oh, yeah. I am
That's
possible.
it. You can do everything.
Everything. Like impossible is ridiculous.
Doesn't even exist.
Yeah, because people it's like can't. You know what I mean? That's not even in the dictionary.
That's not a word.
So if it's a made up word, then it shouldn't have any feeling behind it, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or any power.
Or any power. Like people will give can't more power than do can.
Absolutely.
That's why it takes 1,000 positive things to cancel out one negative feeling.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
That is so true.
That's crazy. You gotta tell yourself 20 times that you could do it before you start to believe it. But you tell yourself once you can't, you won't.
Yeah, there's an actual old Italian thing that they used to say. They used to say you could which is outdated from the 70s, and but they would say you could build 1,000 bridges, but if you give one blowjob, you're not a bridge builder. But they use a different language.
Oh yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand.
Right?
I understand.
But factual.
Facts.
It is.
You build 1,000 bridges. You do one thing, and that negates all the good that you've done.
But you know something? That's only an opinion base. So if you think about it, right, people's opinion is not based on truth, based on feeling. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about it, like someone will say something to you that really didn't mean that because it had nothing to do with you. But you take it and you hold it. Like that's what I used to do with music. That's why getting back out and doing music is what I want to do because people are like, yo, that's not what R&B is about anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like R&B isn't about love anymore. R&B is not about. It's about the big beats and the fast lyrics. I'm like, okay. So then I had to think about that, and I found myself in a position right where I was like questioning my music, questioning me as an artist. So I'm like, damn. Then, ironically, things happen. I was walking to the store, to get something to drink, and I read this quote that said, 1,000 miles begins with one step.
That's right.
That blew my mind. 1,000 miles begin with one step.
Yep, one step at a time.
One step. So my thing is like, so I'ma just keep walking.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like that's the idea. So that's why we're doing the music. That's why we're doing the sitcoms. That's why we're doing different things. Like I'm putting things together.
And we appreciate that because we definitely need that, especially for our children.
Yeah.
We need to be the role models for our kids.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
in trouble.
and I really thank you for taking that initiative and doing that.
Yeah.
You know, and they need to be able to understand what old music is.
Yeah, and but it's also too.
I like the action part.
It's feeling
that you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because our people don't do stuff.
Yeah.
Like we're not. For some reason, we talk a lot.
Right.
But the action part of it, we really fall short 90% of the time.
Very much so.
And in fact, I'm with you. They say, Rock, can you do something? Yep. Yeah. I might not even know how to do it. But I'll be like, I'll figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, look. You already know the saying of Edison, right? He said they asked Edison, "How did you do the light bulb?" He said, "Man, I got it wrong 999 times.
That's
I only
right.
Need it one time to get it right." You feel what I'm saying? I only need one time to get it right.
Telling the truth.
Because once you get it, because once you
always
get
gotta
it,
be here. That's unity. I'm
once
sorry.
you,
I'm teaching.
it's cool.
We
Yeah,
teaching
yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's
That's
a
right.
man.
Pound you, get some in there, get some in there. Cause you're doing all right.
And at the same time, what you were saying, you know, nobody can really tell anybody what the true definition of what music or what action is, because like you were saying, we have a lot of opinion, but how we intake things, especially in music, how we intake it is gonna definitively, you know, shift especially between cultures, individuals, and everything. But I respect you, brother.
I appreciate it.
You know, especially with my generation of music, it's like I was telling Rock here, the music isn't meant for people with the mindscape or the ability to really focus on it. It's all for short attention spans.
Yeah.
I like that
You
word
heard it
focus.
first.
Yeah.
I like that word
He's right.
focus.
He's right.
Because focus is the
That's right,
truth.
Elijah.
Because people don't understand. You have to listen to music. Like I heard, you know, I'm a big Jay-Z fan, but I'm a big Jay-Z fan for two reasons. Two, I go backwards because two, he doesn't worry about someone else's ideas, and one, it's okay to fail.
You're supposed to.
And I
fail.
like that because you learn. But what I was saying is that
You gotta love failure.
You
Yes,
gotta-
that's the only way.
You gotta-
to
you gotta embrace it.
that
You have to
because
get
again,
intimate with
because
it
you
because-
learn it. You learn from failure. Like people who were fed with a silver spoon, right? So unquote. They don't understand the concept of money. So they don't understand it, and people is like, oh, they don't understand the concept of money. No, because it's not about the money. It's about the responsibility. Most people aren't responsible in music anymore. So that's why they just say what they want. Like they don't understand that it's back in the days, artists, they found a wave and they wrote it together. The Isleys, the Whispers, the Commodores, Stylistics, the Delphonics, the Persuaders. You know what I'm saying? They all went together. You know what y'all sing about love? That's what we gonna do.
Right.
You know what? Y'all gonna sing about, then you had Jodeci, then you had Silk. Then you had you see how the group started to change. So we sing about bedroom, cool. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sing about bedroom. Everybody get it. You know what I'm saying? Come and talk to me. Meeting in my bedroom. You know, I'm a freaky baby.
I'm a freak in the morning, a freak in the
You
evening.
understand what I'm saying? But then you had the genres of music that still like if you put a genre on right now of music, like let's say 2000 R&B, it'll go crazy.
That's
You can play you can play it all the way through, but you
Right.
can't do that now.
Nope.
Why? Because everything sounds like everyone's in the studio together.
Right.
Like, you got your beat? Okay, I'm gonna go over here and do this. No, we need you to be responsible enough to say, you know what, you got that part. So now what part aren't you talking about? What aren't we doing? What aren't we saying? Where aren't we going? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think what we've lost is artistry.
Yeah.
Right?
Good
Because
word.
artistry.
Can I get
Right? Yeah.
I got something over there.
Thank you. Yeah. Can I get something? I get disrespected. I thought I won the joint.
Not today, Rock. Not today.
Artistry. We lost artistry, and that was kind of, like if we were 4 artists, then we do 4 different things, right? You don't do what I do, I don't do what you do, right? And that's the artistry. When you heard, when you heard rap being formed in the professional sense in the 80s, everybody had a very different character and a different perspective. Run DMC was not KRS-One.
Facts.
KRS-One was not LL Cool J. LL wasn't Rakim.
Yes.
And henceforth
I feel
you
you.
gravitated toward that artist. Now there's no it's cookie cutter, right? Everyone's doing everything the same thing, and
But see, that's with females.
Good
Let me
joint,
jump in
Yeah.
like that because I think females was also pushed into that box because I haven't seen no female LC come back since Little Kim. The only thing that is pushed out there, like with Meg Thee Stallion, even your girl Nicki, who like elevated it
Right.
from where Kim had it. You
Right.
understand? It's been no other direction. Everybody is now the Barbies, quote unquote.
Right.
So what happened to the MC Lights? What happened to the Queen Latifahs?
I'ma
What
tell
happened
you.
to the
But
Lauryn
I'm gonna
Hills?
tell you what
Another
happened.
thing is that though, a lot of that also is at the fault of the producers and the people who make the beats and stuff because they hear one thing is successful,
And they run
like,
with
let's
it.
like try to recreate that.
Yep.
Let's try to run it to the ground
Yep.
and make as much money out as it can before the market gets.
But watch how I answer your question.
I love this.
Because bars no longer matter to broads. Remember back in the
Say
days,
that again.
bars no longer matter to broads. Remember, they were females who were rapping for females.
Right.
you go.
That's right.
Now, no one wants to see a female rapping. They want to see them shaking.
That's right.
That's
You know
why.
that
That's
guy
why even
said
with
it.
bars.
He's right.
That's why even with bars.
Yeah.
That's why you'll get more women at a man's concert
There you go.
than you would at a woman's concert. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the difference because women don't care no longer about broads and bars. They don't care. Back in the days, they had something to say. MC Light had something to say. Queen Latifah had something to say. Like they had something to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Roxanne Shante had something. They had something to say.
Right. So now they've been
Still around.
You know what I'm
objectified.
saying? Now it's like whatever. And once it was okay, once you said okay, oh, you know what? We don't need that no more. Give us a little Kim.
There you go.
Give us a little. Give us some rest. Give us some. And it's like, okay, we'll do that.
And I think that was the transition because what was interesting was
but see, they said yes, right?
right. No, once they said yes,
said no.
Right. Because and what was interesting, and here's how things get a little gray, right? And he's so right. The reason why Kim was accepted was because she was still spitting bars,
Absolutely.
but she was doing
You
the.
feel me? And that was
Right.
after. That's a gimmick.
And then, right, because she actually could rap. You know what I'm saying? She could rap.
It was nice.
And then, next thing you know, she's doing the Barbie deal and all this foolishness. And then shit went left. Because then it became, well, forget about the bars.
Yep.
What's up with the boobs?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And this
yep.
became the conversation.
But
when
then
they
you
do
got to
it-
remember also around that time was Anna Nicole Smith. You
Absolutely.
understand
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
right, yeah.
So it's not just with the music, it was with the media. That's what the media wanted. You understand what I'm saying?
I could always do that.
Yeah, but it's what the media wanted.
right.
So
See?
if the media wants that and I want views and I want to sell music, then I know that I have to do that.
Right.
So it's also, like you selling your soul.
But you know something though. You know what I was told too. One compromise is forever.
There you go.
Cause see, when you say, well, if somebody says, you know what, maybe you should take your shirt off and rhyme. I think people are like that.
That's what they
If you
said.
say, you know what, let me try it.
Yeah.
From then on, you can't wear a shirt.
Right. It becomes your thing.
From then on, you can't wear a shirt.
Yeah. I agree.
One compromise. So people got to be careful what they compromise. See, we can relinquish, but compromising is something different. Because when you compromise, you always continue to compromise. Okay, take your shirt off. Okay, you know what? Put these pasties on. Okay, you know what? Put the. You take
How
your
about
shirt
that
off.
dress?
But look, you took your shirt off. So
Yeah. Why?
At the same time,
What's up?
an
Yeah.
artist
What's up with the dress?
An artist seems like they're
Right.
really
Put on the stockings. You're like.
But we as women have always been put into those situations. It's not just in music; it's in
but
business.
it's not. But at the same time, it's not just females though. It seems like a lot of artists are willing to do anything
Facts.
to even become famous for 15 minutes.
Facts.
Yep.
Like if you look at a lot of the artists, even a lot of the social media stars these days, they're doing literal stupid stuff, drinking bleach
Yeah.
Yeah.
just for a
just
second
to-
of fame. And it seems like they're losing a lot of their self-worth, their self-confidence just for the admiration or even the acknowledgement of
Acceptance
other
of
people.
Well, it's the
feel that
lowest
too.
common
I
denominator.
feel that too.
You see,
Right.
I think social media has done something very wrong to us. We don't know how to live without our phones. We don't know how to function without a app on your phone. You got to understand, we don't even know. Like, if you want to find somewhere to go, it's really good that you can say, hey, Google. But at the same time, it's taken away the interconnection of people. Because when you, even before COVID, you would go out to a nightclub. 90% of people always had their phone in their hand. They wasn't dancing on the
Nope.
dance floor.
So I spent $20 damn to come in here and watch you on your phone, giving it live.
There you
Sure.
go. You understand? So
I feel you.
it's like, how do you, like, we need to bring that back.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Like that interconnection, that personability. Because what I find is, and that commercial came on the other day. If you break up with your girlfriend on a text message while she's in bed right next to you. It's like, it was funny, but at the same time, these things happen.
Listen, I was in a relationship like that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
She be right in the next room. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like it was.
But that's what it's gotten to.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? Nobody does that interpersonal connection. That's why we really don't know each other anymore.
Facts.
We
Facts.
don't. It's only what people see on social media. Because when you meet a person today, what do you say? Oh,
What's your IG?
friend me.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's your
Or,
IG?
what's your
Yeah.
you
no one
understand
takes
what
phone
I'm
numbers anymore.
No,
That's
I know.
weird. Like, that's weird. I need to cut you off, but that's weird.
Yeah, somebody did it the
so
other day.
right.
Yeah.
Wow.
They be like, yo, what's your IG?
I'm
Right?
gonna keep it on it, right? I was talking to this guy, right? I was like, yo, because he does websites. I'm like, yo, let's get, he was like, yo, check me out on IG. I said, what? He said, yo, just hit me on IG,
bro.
Hit me on IG when you're ready. I said, bro, what's your number?
Yeah.
He was like, hold on. I said, you know what? I'm gonna hit your IG, fam.
He didn't even know it.
Hit your IG.
He didn't even know it.
He be the fluff with the IG. I'm gonna hit your IG,
Yeah,
fam.
he's like, I got
but
you.
what I'm saying is, if you think about it too, our generation, our era of even just not just music, but just people,
Right.
we were taught to find out who you are.
Yeah.
Like, we were taught to find out who you are. Like, find out who you are.
Yeah.
Now it's create who you want to be.
Yeah.
Because listen, I've never, ever, ever in my life heard of an IG model until I started watching IG.
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute. That's not even how you look for real.
There you
So
go
again,
with all the
so what happened?
filters.
You got like 900 filters. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you a little secret, a little story real quick, right? I was head over heels.
That was me,
listen,
good.
I was head over heels for this IG model. I mean, head over heels. So I found out where she was. Right? I'm like, oh, okay, she has the show because we do shows. I'm like, oh, she has the show. Boom. So I go to the show.
You were looking for
I was standing right next to her, family.
Couldn't find them.
Was not her. I was like, you like 3 shades lighter than you was in the IG. Like, what we doing?
Oh, you are.
No. But what I'm saying, but
You're
what
like,
it
are
was-
you
but
Donna?
What it did wasn't messing me up. Like, yeah, but what it did wasn't messing me up because I was like, wow.
Here you are building a relationship
I'm
with
like,
this person.
I'm following and I'm liking what you're doing. I mean, she does amazing stuff. Like,
Right.
she does so much amazing stuff. But that's not even you.
At all.
You was at a regular event. You was an IG model. You was regular.
Right.
I mean, seriously, I was like,
There was nothing
What's
special.
wrong with a regular
Sorry.
girl? Stop doing it.
there's nothing wrong with being regular, but except.
what is a regular
I'm gonna tell
girl?
you what it
Let
is.
me hear
I'll
that.
tell you what a regular girl is. Right? One who knows who she is and doesn't need the IG filters. One who understands where she is and doesn't need the boost and push.
Tell her.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
That's a regular girl because we have so many high value girls. But when
Yeah.
you look at the high value, it's like you cost too much.
But at the same
You cost
time,
too much energy.
But you know what
Cost too much
kills me
time.
but
about that?
in all respect though, at
Go
the
ahead.
same time, that's mainly because of the push on social media.
Facts.
Everyone's looking for that ideal
High
female. And
female.
if you don't match that, you're being discarded to the side.
Man, that's crazy.
Man.
Because to be honest with you, media is a lie.
Exactly.
It's a
that
lie.
was what we were
So how you
getting.
fall in love with a lie? When you
No,
but
a
you,
lot of people
listen,
do,
no,
'cause you
but
think
and then
about
they
the
got-
online
let's keep it 100 with
relationships
you.
where
But let's
they
keep it
never
100 with you though. You know it's a lie.
And then they got
I
shows
don't even
like
want to listen. I don't even want to
You
do
can
that part.
And then they
You
got
know
shows
it's-
like-
no. You know finding love on the internet is a lie.
Listen,
and that's
I know.
why they have shows like Catfish.
Facts.
If you watch
Oh, I love
Catfish,
that show.
Oh
you
my
see
God.
the show, you see it all the time.
You know, when I look at Catfish, I feel I'm sad for Catfish. Like when I watch Catfish, I'm sad for it. You know why? Because people pretend to be something to get loved. Like that's the tool. And then
And
when you meet the
that's-
person, it's like, oh, what the.
But at the same
But it's
time,
not about that part.
at
It's
the same
about this
time-
part. I didn't know that was you. If I'd have known you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, I would've-
what media does, it hides the real you to the
Yeah.
point where you don't know you.
Exactly.
That's why you're jumping everywhere. You know, even with music, that's why artists jump everywhere. No one creates a genre. No one creates a vibe. No one creates an album. It's everywhere. Like, there's no, who are you as an artist? Remember back in the days, you knew who Smokey was. Because
100.
and
you grew up with him.
You knew who these artists was because they were willing to say, look, I'm not good all the time.
I'm gonna tell you
And
what's
this
killing
song
me right
here
now.
is this.
You're killing me right now. You know why? Because you just sparked something that I just said the other day. I heard the list of everybody that's gonna be on Summer Jam, and I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody on that list, bro.
Yo, listen, I was like,
They were people. They're like, yo, we got such and such in the culture. Yeah, go, let them be there. I'm like, hold up. Who is that?
Who is this? And then it's like
I didn't know anybody on this except for Pop Smoke.
It'd be 1,000
Oh no,
people.
but wait, is Pop Smoke alive?
No, he's not.
You heard his music.
I heard his
You
music.
heard his music.
So I heard his music. I heard his music, and they mentioned him. Or there's a guy A Boogie from the Bronx or somebody.
A Boogie with the hoodie. I know
Right?
his hoodie.
I just found out.
You know what?
They
Look at me.
good.
Do his story. Look at
Yes.
A Boogie's story. A
Yes.
Boogie, they
Okay.
gave him nothing.
Okay.
They told him no.
Right.
A Boogie went and took Highbridge and put Highbridge on the map. You hear me?
Yeah.
He went back to his hood and got everybody from it.
Wow.
Producers, engineers, everybody from the hood.
Oh, he just took his whole neighborhood and did his thing.
He did like a hammer thing, just
Yep.
that he knows
know
how to
his
manage the money better.
Okay.
He's
okay.
creating jobs.
Well, he's on there, and he's like headlining pretty much. Like they have him on.
Why? Because he's doing more
More.
than just artists. Back in the days, didn't have to do more. You could just do less.
Right.
But now people have to do more. Like you have to be this person, that person, that. Blah, 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 blah. You have to do all of those things for people to remember you. You know why? Because I think the worst thing in the world is to be forgotten.
Yeah.
We was just talking about that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you remember you, how can you ever be forgotten?
Exactly. People are not
People lose
satisfied
themselves.
with themselves.
They
like,
lose themselves. People lose themselves,
They're
and
not
then
comfortable.
at the end, you like.
Who am I?
At the same time,
Listen,
when
you
it
know what I
comes-
tell a person? If you really are comfortable and know yourself, go somewhere and stay by yourself for a week. See if you can stay by yourself. And I don't mean get on the phone and calling somebody. I mean by yourself. And I think what happened, especially during COVID, it pushed a lot of people to that point where they had to be with themselves.
Right.
And it pushed them to take a look at themselves.
Yeah.
And I tell you, a lot of people didn't like what
A
they
lot of
see.
people wound up killing
In the mirror.
themselves. A lot of people wound up
They
killing
did
themselves
not.
during COVID. Because
Yes.
I work for a hospital. I work for a hospital.
Talk about
Which
it.
one are you at?
I'm in Queens Hospital. So
Oh,
I'm,
right.
in Queens,
Okay.
I'm in a cancer center. I work in oncology.
Oh, by Parsons.
Yep, I work
Yeah,
in
yeah,
oncology.
yeah,
I used to
okay.
work in recovery, but then I wanted to go up and do more. So,
No, I'm paramedic. That's
oh,
right.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
I realized that like people had the chance to look at themselves, and the highest rate of suicide was during COVID.
Absolutely.
And that's amazing because you wonder, you be like, what? You was by yourself,
That's
by yourself, and that's the.
I think some people looked at their spouse and killed themselves. You know what? They're like, I don't know you.
And that was the divorce
Don't have to- yeah, no, real
people,
talk.
a lot of people broke up.
Yeah,
A lot of-
because remember you
Yeah.
moving in group. Yeah, right. You passing each
Listen.
other,
They
but when you
never
gotta
know
be with
each
it,
other.
it
you
was
like,
no more
look,
work. It was no more. And
I
let me
don't like the
tell
way
you,
you
lot of
I don't like the way your
people
baby toe look.
a lot of my friends, I was on the phone with a lot of my friends during COVID.
Yeah.
And they never knew their partners like at their worst. People are so quick to hop in relationship these days that they
Just jump
never
in.
see a person at their worst. So when COVID came,
Worst was the
Yeah.
worst of the worst.
they was
You drink
arguing
milk- you
left,
drink milk
right,
all the
center.
you know who was mad during COVID?
I was side-eyeing
All the
every
side
day.
chicks.
I was like, oh, yeah.
All
Side chicks.
all the side
Because they couldn't get no meat.
Let
The side chick realized that she was a side no, that wasn't. Look, the side chick realized she was a side chick. She was like, I ain't no side chick. He was like, where you was at during COVID? By myself? Side chick.
Side chick.
Because if you by yourself and nobody wants to be alone, side chick.
Well, here was the thing. Here was
Side chick.
what was crazy about that. He's right though, because you know people were also afraid to have sex. You know what I'm saying? He's like, where you
that
been?
was another
Niggas say,
You want to come over? No, don't come over.
Niggas say, look. Niggas say, look. Ain't no booty calls. Look, ain't no booty calls, my dear. Why? Because 6 feet. I'm saying, look. You know what I mean? You stay over there. I stay
Ain't
over
no
there.
booty 6 feet over here.
Ain't no booty over there 6 feet. Player.
I remember I said on the podcast, I said, I never thought I would see the day where I would go, AIDS wasn't that bad. Right? Because AIDS, right? People kept going, you know, right? HIV, people kept going. COVID, right? If you got
The world stopped.
stop.
Yes, it did.
Because if you got COVID, you was dead in 14 days.
Look.
AIDS, you had time.
Plenty of time.
He had time to figure it out. There are people living with AIDS right now, HIV.
Listen,
right?
did you
But that
see
COVID,
the
my
commercial
God.
where it says that they have the pill and you could take it where you
Yeah.
don't even test positive?
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Because you know,
They've done a lot of-
but you know why? Because they realize that people are money.
Absolutely.
Think
That's
about
right.
COVID.
Let's not cure it.
Think about COVID for just a minute. Right? There's no vaccine for the common cold. There's no vaccine for this. There's no vaccine for that. But you got a vaccine for COVID. They said, listen, take this. You be back outside. No problem. Don't even worry about it. Just take it.
I think when they say vaccine, it's not a vaccine.
Hell no, we need a vaccine.
No, we gonna be taking this every year for the rest of our lives.
How you gonna vaccinate something you know nothing about?
There you go.
That's weird.
I mean, I'll be fair about it. Is that they knew something about it. Like it wasn't an entire but they knew it was a really bad flu. That it was a form of a flu.
Yeah.
So they at least had a foundation to start with. You know what I'm saying? From all right, this is what we got. We got a flu, but it's some kind of super flu.
Right.
And that was the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
how fast it was being and how it was being contracted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the mortality rate. And I can tell you where that went left. The mortality rate happened because the protocol, and you know this, right? If you have to protect the airway, you intubate and you put the person on the ventilator.
Right.
That's 101.
101.
Okay. So these COVID patients were coming in and we'd put them on the ventilator, and the ventilator is what was killing them.
Right.
Exactly.
So thousands of people died because of a protocol that is our protocol.
Right.
Protect the airway. Tube them, put them on a vent.
Right.
And when we figured out that that's what was killing them, because you got to remember, a lot of people treated COVID at home, and they're fine, and they were fine. So once, there you go.
Okay.
So once they realized that the vent was actually the murder weapon,
murderer. And they gave them out for free.
Yeah.
Take these death shots. Take these death shots.
yeah. Once they realized that, then it became a little bit more
They was giving out
manageable.
vents for left and right. Like, we got portables and all kinds
But
of
they
shit.
learned, like you said, right? They learned over time that was killing a lot of people, and they had to stop it. But also, you have to look at that number, 500,000, right? Out of that 500,000, 400,000 was 60 and older.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got rid of a generation.
Yeah. And then watch this,
Understand,
on purpose.
those were all people
On
on
purpose.
Social Security.
Yep, on purpose.
Understand that.
Look at it for a
all
minute.
those people was
But
receiving Social
Look
Security.
at it for a minute. I was going to say that because I was
And then
talking to
they
my
gonna say
homeboy
they
about
broke?
that. Look at me. I was talking to my homeboy about that.
The worst thing was, I
love
saw
this.
I saw a document. I don't know how true this document
I
is.
wasn't
but
even
I
gonna
got-
be here. It's so dope.
Yeah, it's dope. Me too.
I don't know how true this document is, but I saw this online, and if it's true, this is insane. The government knew about COVID since January or February of 2019.
Of course they
Yes.
did.
They had
Yes.
things in place for
Of course
it.
they did.
Laws and documents
Of course.
ready to be put out in place of COVID if it happened.
Look, break it down to you. Remember when Kobe died?
Yeah.
That
It
little
was
small,
out.
listen, that little small pocket was talking about COVID. When Kobe, if you go back to
That's
that, go
right.
back to that thing. It
You're
was a
right.
big picture of Kobe and Gigi. It was in the bottom of right there it says COVID. We're a superbug. Something's happening. But everyone listened to the Kobe thing.
Right.
You feel me? One thing
Because Kobe, that's right.
One thing I've learned about
Wasn't that like January the Kobe
Yeah.
thing?
January. And COVID was in that little small part next to it. You was like, people were like, what? Oh man, Kobe did. They knew exactly what they were doing. You know why? Because they put it out, then they fed you slowly. And like you said, it killed older folks, right? Those who were that the government was taking care of. So what they did was they got rid of them and then gave us something to make us
That's
feel
where
better.
that money came from.
Right, because the 2000.
Well, I believe that's where the
I'll bring it
money
down
comes
because the
from.
stimulus comes from this, right? When you get rid of something else, there's money there. How is that possible?
Right.
How is that possible when they came into the deficit? They came into a deficit.
Right.
So there was no money at all.
Money, but
There was no money at all. Like that's what they were saying. Like there was no money at all.
Right.
So when people started dying, we're gonna get them 6. You know what? We're gonna get them 8. So the more people died, the more money
you got
did.
in the stimulus.
Because think about people who were getting like $500 from their jobs, right?
Right.
Their bills,
Unemployment.
listen, watch this. Their bills didn't change.
Nope.
Notice something. Bills didn't change. Stuff started to freeze. You can't raise this person's rent. You can't do things started to freeze. But then here, take this $2,000. Take this. Like, where did this come from? Yeah, I want my money. Yeah, but you don't. But think about it. Do you need it?
Right.
They knew we were going to spend it back.
But peep game, we spent it much faster than they gave it to us.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's the funny-
and it was
watch
begging for more.
Nah, people was buying cars and shit.
Watch it,
Like,
and then they taxed it.
right,
And everybody was like, whoa.
Absolutely.
How you tax a gift?
And why you think
People don't even think that part. You gotta put it on your tax. Listen, so we gonna give you this money only if you file taxes. What? What does this have to do with anything? We're in a crisis.
It has,
We're in a crisis.
we
This money should be
definitely
given.
doing a crisis?
yo, listen, y'all can keep going. I gotta go.
but I will say
Because we went a
this.
little late. I went a little late for songs
wow,
one
we
day.
over.
But
I came through.
listen, y'all can keep going. I'm cool. I gotta move because I got something I gotta do.
Listen, you.
Yeah.
We gotta get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, because I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
Listen,
wow.
straight. You heard it first. Me and
Yeah.
my people. We got Q Williams
Yeah.
in the building
You already know.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm in the building. I'm out here doing what we need to do.
Are you singing tomorrow?
Listen, whatever you need me to
We
do.
gonna connect you to
Whatever you need me to do.
Yeah, we singing tomorrow.
Look at me. Whatever you need me to do, I'm
Send me
with
the
it.
music.
I got you.
All right, just email it to me.
I got
So I can put it in the computer. I can put it in the computer.
I got you.
Listen.
Listen,
Let
I
me
ain't
tell
even
you
gave you no
something.
bars. I ain't even give you no vocals yet.
Yes.
Mike can't sing at all.
Listen, y'all gotta do that. I got to go.
Watch this.
We gonna see you. Ooh, ooh.
All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right,
Yeah,
I'll
tomorrow.
be there. I'll be out there around 11.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna set up the sound system and everything. You know,
Listen,
get it
let
going.
me in. I'm in. Like I said.
So, but y'all gladly keep going. Just
Look,
leave
I
stuff
got
on for
it,
tomorrow. Oh,
BGM.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. You heard me?
Yeah.
Heard me? So I'll see y'all tomorrow,
Yes,
right?
sir, yes,
and
sir.
those you guys all in the chat room, you know, make sure you get the information, and we'll see you. I will see you tomorrow at the event.
Oh
you know,
yeah, it's
so we'll
going
be playing a lot
down.
of records.
It's
all right?
going down. Oh yeah, it's going down. We having some fun. It's going down.
All right.
Later, Rock.
Later, Rock.
All right. See y'all.
Rock got to roll.
Rock and roll.
You hear me?
Okay, I got Q and Lasha
You-
here
we
with me
here.
today.
You here.
You know
We
the
here.
fellas be holding me down.
Got
I
you.
love it.
And once again, do the system on. All right. All right. You go 4, right? 4.
This is on the air live. We gonna continue, y'all.
Oh, that's what's up. I like that.
Yeah,
I
we
like how
gonna
that works.
continue. Listen.
Skid that diddly.
So,
What up?
what you want to do for the people?
We're gonna do something real quick. Like I said, I do my own music.
I know you do.
But
I heard
do you want my own music or do you want something that everyone knows?
Acapella?
Oh, sure. I
Absolutely.
said,
Whatever you feel. Give me whatever you want.
Oh, don't try to scare my Claudia. Where's my shirt?
watch this. Let me see what I can do. I was born by the river in a little tent. And like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it is. Yeah, we just gonna have some fun with that. Yeah, just a little bit. We're gonna have some fun with that, just a little bit. That's tomorrow. If you come out to see us, we'll have some fun tomorrow. You come out tomorrow, you see us, we come out. Clap it.
That's right. I start pressing buttons. My mechanic.
She's like, I do what I do. I press all the buttons. Like I said, I got this. I appreciate it.
No.
Yeah. You know how we do. Yeah. So.
I really appreciate you though.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
we're gonna take it a little bit.
Thank you.
Listen, you heard it
Thank you,
first.
thank
Me
you.
gente, my people over here, y'all. Y'all gotta see tomorrow. We gonna go live.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's gonna be crazy.
That was a
It's
sample.
gonna be
Tomorrow it's gonna be a
crazy.
show.
It's gonna be crazy.
Not only that, but you know, this is a NYCHA show.
Right.
So you know, because we didn't get to talk,
Right.
but I knew I wanted you here.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yes, definitely, because you know we connected and stuff like
Right.
that. But we so previously. Before you came
Mm-hmm.
earlier, we were talking about resident management corporations, you know, even though I know we went off topic, but it's really good because I want people to understand, you know, when you speak of NYCHA, we encompass everything. We got the music, we have the education, we have the capability and we just need the eligibility.
Ooh.
That's what we need,
That's
and
right.
that's what I'm talking about. You know, this is
We need
self-empowerment.
That's right.
You know, we've been put down for too long. So basically, that's exactly what this marches
Let's
about
work. I'm with it. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so
like,
excited.
you got an open seat.
I'm super excited.
I'm here, and so do you live in NYCHA?
Actually, I did.
You did?
Yeah, I live in
What
Far
was your
Rockaway now.
Oh,
I live in Far Rockaway now. So, but I mean, to be honest, NYCHA has always been a community. Like it's a community base. Like people make do. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You know when you're growing up in a space like that, right? You never you don't see the bad stuff until you get out. Because inside you're enjoying yourself. Like, you know, you make do with what's due. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I think like, you know, people don't understand that NYCHA is a community. Like it's a community-based situation. Like when you're involved, they're there. You know what I'm saying? And they embrace you. You know what I mean? I believe that. Like so, for me, I like that. And being at NYCHA it's a opportunity, right, for people like myself who didn't grow with family. I didn't grow with like brothers and sisters, but I had a bunch of friends because we all lived in the same complex. You feel me? I grew up in Red Hook, so we all, you know what I mean? We all had, you know what I mean? I'm a Brooklyn boy, so we all had the same complex. So it was beautiful for us. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful for us, the experience. But as you get older, you realize all the things that we didn't get, all the things we didn't have. But back then,
you know what? I felt we had love.
Yeah,
and that's the most important
But that's what NYCHA brings. NYCHA brings love. Like NYCHA brings love. It brings people together. Because whether you're on this side of the street or this side of the street, you're gonna represent the block.
There
You know what I mean? So I'm on this block. This is my block. You know what I mean? I don't go up there. They don't come down here. But this is my whole block. You feel me? I go up there in this block. This is my block. So that's the thing.
Yeah. But so I just want to thank you for being here. Thank you for blessing us.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, we had some fun. And I'm sorry I was late. You know what I'm saying? It was difficult getting here, but I'm here.
I believe it was, but
From
you
Far
always
Rockaway.
have a seat. So you're welcome to come back anytime.
Don't do that, because you know I'll be sitting in here just.
Listen, it's
like
okay.
Q, what you gonna say? No, just came to see.
It's okay. Listen. They got nice fruit bar.
What you said? You said this is the mi familia.
Mi gente.
Mi gente. Now say
Mi
that.
gente,
What does that mean?
My people.
That's what it means.
Yeah. So that's the name of the show. Mi gente, my people. It's just saying it.
Oh, see, because I thought it was called my people. Give me some. Give me some. So you my people's people. I'm with you. Like I'm with you, people's people. I got it.
Right.
That's what's up. Okay.
So y'all know tomorrow we hitting it off in Spanish Harlem, y'all, at Barrio. We're gonna be in Washington Houses. We got a lot going on. Come on down. If you want to march with us, you can be on 125th Street and 2nd Avenue. Support them kids. If you cannot make that march, we need y'all to be the welcoming home celebration party that these kids meet once they get back to the block.
That's what's
you know,
up.
that's where rocking everybody and you're gonna be.
Shine. What we gonna do?
You know what?
We're gonna do numbers.
If you miss it, you're gonna miss it. You need to be there.
What you told
Hold
them?
on, pass me that.
What you told them? If they miss it, they gonna hear about it?
They gonna miss it. That's about it.
They gonna hear about it. If you miss it, you gonna hear about it.
We got these, y'all. Stop playing. I got my swag. Y'all better stop playing. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, this is for the sweat tomorrow, y'all. That's what I'm telling you.
I bought it. I need to give a pat on.
Got you. So
you feel me? Like I said, I need mine too. Like
that's right.
I need mine.
We got shirts. We got stuff going. So you know what I'm saying?
We represent out here.
There you go. So
I
you heard it
appreciate you.
first.
I just want to say,
Give it to him.
truly thank you, because
I appreciate you.
you know, my generation, we don't get to appreciate a lot of what came before us. We don't get to appreciate a lot of the culture and the music that really defined us. They don't let it define. They don't let it build their lifestyles. Like I said, we're all about living in that moment, but we gotta appreciate everything that came before us, or else we're gonna repeat every mistake we constantly make.
I like
right.
that.
Same,
That's
Elijah.
peace. That's peace.
You know, and
Thank you.
That's peace, bro.
that's what Mi Gente does. We intergenerational. We have the 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40. We even have the senior citizens. He left though.
Yeah, look at Raj.
Don't say no.
Solid as ever.
There you go. But you know what? That's Mi Gente, my people, y'all. And tune in next week. If not, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you cut it off. That's how you shut it off. I like
You
that.
shut
I like that. I like that. So I was just gonna say, just follow your boy, man, Q Williams. I'm on IG. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Facebook, it's Q Williams. ITZQ Williams. So when you see him, it's like, oh, it's Q Williams.
Okay. Now I know
You're gonna bring some business cards.
Yeah.
You gotta bring
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. Like we're gonna have some fun. And like I said, I just wanted to come out and support you. I appreciate you. You know what I mean?
You. I
Mi
appreciate
gente,
it.
my people.
That's right. We out.
Out.
All right.